Something big isn't coming, it's already here. Two multi-billion-dollar industries are converging to create the opportunity of a lifetime, which you will learn in the next few minutes can literally change your life. And all you have to do is pay attention. What's the best way to create wealth? Experts agree that if you weren't born into wealth and haven't won the lottery, the best way to create wealth is to identify a need and provide a solution. It's the way many of the richest people have amassed their wealth. Right now, a need not only exists, but is growing bigger every day, and it is dramatically affecting one of the most economically influential groups on the planet, the baby boomers. But it doesn't end with the boomers. It's a need that has crossed generational lines and global borders. The need is health and wellness. Health in America has been steadily declining over the past few decades, even though the United States spends more on healthcare than almost any other country on earth. Chronic conditions affect nearly half of the adult population, and their prevalence has increased in recent years. This trend among U.S. adults is a cause for concern. More than a quarter of all U.S. children have a chronic health condition, a significant increase from the rate seen in earlier decades. 1 in 3 U.S. children will become diabetic. There is a diabetes epidemic. The implications are frightening. A 10-year CDC study found a dramatic increase in the number of seniors with 2 or more chronic conditions. The increase was seen across genders, race, and socioeconomic status. The Alzheimer's Disease Facts and Figures Annual Report finds that the costs associated with the disease, both human and fiscal, are growing at a disturbing rate. America is dying to get healthy. Yet people being and staying sick is big business. The pharmaceutical industry greatly influences the American healthcare system, in some cases encouraging physicians to help them create lifelong customers to the medicated treatment of symptoms. Wellness in America is competing with an industry that thrives on sickness and disease, not health. Is a doctor prescribing a certain drug because it's what's best for the patient or because the doctor is getting paid? America is also suffering from exposure of toxins, pollutants, hormones, artificial preservatives, and other substances. Studies suggest this exposure is compromising the immune system and speeding up the aging process, a reaction experts are calling accelerated cellular degeneration. People are searching for ways to improve their health, and many people have discovered the incredible health benefits of simply drinking more water. Dehydration is a major contributing factor to many minor health conditions, like headaches, fatigue, constipation, and sleeplessness. But it has also been linked to chronic illnesses like kidney disease, diabetes, adrenal gland disorders, and cystic fibrosis. Studies have found that nearly 90% of Americans are dehydrated. The body is made up of over 70% water, so the connection between water and health makes sense. But can adopting a regimen of increased water consumption really help improve health? That all depends on the water. Unfortunately, the nutritious and healthy waters that once flowed from the mountains are just not what most of us get anymore. Instead, most Americans have turned to bottled water. Millions of dollars are spent each year convincing consumers that bottled water is the way to go, and bottled water has become big business. Some bottled waters actually cost more per gallon than premium gasoline. But excessive cost isn't the biggest downfall to bottled water. Toxic chemicals leached from plastic bottles is of growing concern, as well as the environmental impact of producing and disposing of billions of water bottles each year. Beyond cost, leaching chemicals and environmental impact, bottled water may actually have a negative effect on your health. When the pH of the body becomes overly acidic, we enter a state known as acidosis. Most bottled waters have a pH level below neutral, which is considered acidic and may contribute to acidosis. There is a solution. The Japanese word Kangen means return to origin. Kangen water helps your body rehydrate in a way that builds a solid foundation for good health through microclustering, promotes superior penetration and absorption. The antioxidant property neutralizes free radicals. Alkalinity helps maintain the delicate pH balance. When the body is in the state of balance and the neutral defenses are working the way they should, the results can be amazing. Kangen water is alkaline-rich water and is considered the very best drinking water because of its incomparable powers of hydration, detoxification, and antioxidation. Kangen water uses revolutionary Japanese technology to transform your tap water into the most nutritious and delicious water available. World-renowned medical professionals agree that Kangen water is the best water. So why are celebrities like Steven Tyler, Carlos Santana, Donald Trump, Lou Ferrigno, and thousands of other celebrities making the switch to Kangen water? Because it's working for them. And it's not just celebrities. People that care about their health are making the switch. People just like you. This amazing water is being brought to the world by Enagic, an incredible 40-year-old company from Japan. Enagic is a member of the Water Quality Association, WQA, and the Direct Selling Association. The factory is certified by the International Organization for Standardization for Manufacturing Excellence, including the industry's only ISO certification for manufacturing a medical-grade device. They are also the only ionizer company with WQA Gold Seal certification for water quality. Enagic leads the industry in innovation and quality, and their products are recognized as the gold standard in the industry. Based on growing demand and an incredible need, Enagic is aggressively expanding, creating a huge opportunity for people just like you. 10 million new millionaires will be created between 2006 and 2016, and you can become one of them. When you join Enagic, you'll have access to local, regional, and global support, including service center locations and unparalleled technical support. Enagic provides comprehensive product and sales training, effective tools and resources, and experienced individuals to help you on the road to success. And the compensation is like nothing you've ever seen. A plan so unique it was patented. No matter how you choose to develop your business, you will be rewarded with unbelievable commissions, overrides, and very generous bonus programs. You can work part-time, full-time, or big-time. The choice is yours. If you've ever dreamed of being in the right place at the right time, this is your chance. Kangen Water can be your vehicle to financial security, to achieving success that will let you live the life you've always imagined, to experience the amazing impact that freedom of time can create for you and your family. Join a solid company on a mission to spread true health throughout the world and be a part of the next trillion-dollar industry. People are already earning substantial income in this business, so why not you? The need is great, the product is spectacular, the potential is massive, and the time is now. Change your water. Change your life.
Water makes up 70 to 90% of the human body, including 95% of blood plasma. Many health authorities recognize that dehydration is one of the most common causes of illness. Chronic dehydration is often part of a chronic disease process. Healthcare costs are spiraling so quickly that the Healthcare Financing Administration predicts that by 2030, Americans will pay over $16 trillion per year. Recently, the World Health Organization ranked the U.S. 37th best in the world in healthcare system performance. Consumer unease with U.S. healthcare grows, and it's no wonder. Americans are rapidly becoming the heaviest people on earth, with overweight Americans now significantly outnumbering those who maintain a healthy weight. Enagic Incorporated, a Japanese company founded in 1974, is trying to make sure that you don't end up being one of these statistics. Enagic has a technology that turns ordinary tap water into Kangen water. Enagic's flagship product is the Leveluck SD501. This amazing water is a highly energized alkaline water produced with a continuous ionized electrolysis water generating system. Enagic is ISO 9001, ISO 14001, and ISO 13485 certified. Along with these certifications, Enagic is a proud member in good standing with the Direct Selling Association. Other awards include the prestigious International Earth Environment University Environmental Award, awarded to select companies for outstanding achievement in environmental services. Kangen water has 3 important properties that distinguish it from regular water. These properties are the antioxidant value, alkalinity, and microclustering property. In the next few minutes, you will learn about each of these properties. as well as other important benefits to having an Enagic ionizer in your home. Oxidation is the rust on a pipe or the breakdown that occurs when you cut an apple and it turns brown. Antioxidants slow down or stop that process and are found in many fruits and vegetables from Mother Nature. The Japanese call this Kangen water. Kangen translates to return to origin. This antioxidant property of Kangen water can be measured with an ORP meter. This digital meter measures the oxidation reduction potential. A positive reading means it is oxidizing, whereas a negative reading means it is not oxidizing or an antioxidant. Let's look at the ORP values of some of the most popular beverages on the market today and compare them along with Kangen water.
Go ahead and clean that off now. And when we get our first one, let's go ahead and see what that reading is right there. We've got about a positive 363. We'll go ahead and go into the next one here. Let's get that all cleaned off. We'll bring that right there. And let's see, what are we getting there for a reading? A positive, what, 292? Pretty good, 296. I think we're going to go over 300. So we'll go ahead and we'll go to the next one there. Now remember, these are positive numbers. We're looking for a negative number. So this means that all of these are actually oxidizing substances to our bodies. So we'll go ahead and we'll go in here to the vitamin water. And we've got what? A positive 214. We'll go ahead and put that back in the clean water. Now we'll get over here into the Dasani and we'll see where the Dasani registers. Now the Dasani is a positive 100, 168, 172. As you can see, it's continuing to climb. We're going to be over 200 here in a moment. That's going to continue to go up. We'll go ahead and just clean that one off. And we'll come back here and we'll check the Aquafina. The Aquafina, we've got a positive, look, it looks like about 150 thus far. It's going to keep on going. We're up to about 180. And I think as we sit and watch it, it's going to be the same as the Dasani. It'll continue to climb to over 200. We'll go ahead and bring this over. In fact, I'm going to skip and come right over to the tap water. And we'll come back and do our Kangen water. Now the tap water has a positive 300, what is that number now? 325, 334, over 350. I think we'll find that'll continue to climb to well over 400. And as we sit and watch that go, I think you're going to see that it will. So we'll go ahead and we'll move on to the next. We're going to come back now and let's see what the Kangen water, the 9.5. We'll go ahead and put this in here. Now what we're looking for here is a negative number. And I think you can see right now we are at a minus 349, minus 350. You know, we're riding right around the 349, 350. So minus 350, that is a huge change.
Enagic ionizers producing Kangen water had the only beverage with a negative reading and the only one with a powerful antioxidant property. In its natural healthy state, the human body is slightly alkaline. The majority of beverages being consumed today are acidic. To help yourself maintain alkalinity, you should drink less beverages that are acidic like soda and bottled water and more beverages that are alkaline. Kangen water is your best choice. Let's look at the next property, the alkalinity.
Let's go ahead and test the pH of each of these drinks. Now the pH is done where we use actually pH test drops. And these test drops are actually the same drops that you would use to test the pH in a pool. And we're just going to put 4 drops into each of these glasses. Now the pH scale ranges from 0 to 14. And what you want is you want to be on the high side. You want to be as high as you can get. You don't want to be on the low side. So we're going to go ahead here. We're going to stir these up. We're going to stir up this first one here, the Sprite. And you can see on the Basically, on the low side of the pH scale, you've got very, very, an orangish color, which is what you don't want. You get into here to the vitamin water. I thought vitamin water was supposed to be good for you. Well, it's got a very low pH to it. We get in here to the reverse osmosis waters. This surprises a lot of people when they actually see this reverse osmosis water. You go to the store and you buy these bottles and you think that it's really good for you, but yet you can see it just doesn't have that much of a pH value. Now this last glass, this is the tap water. Now this tap water here is, it's blue. And some people get excited about that because actually the pH value of this compared to all these other drinks is much better. Much better. But what they don't tell you is that the federal government mandates that tap water be at least 7.0 in pH. And so because of that, they use various chemicals, dyes, and anything they have to put into that water to get it to go to here. In fact, a lot of times when you filter this water, you will actually see that the pH values come back to this range once some of those chemicals are filtered out. So let's see what happens when we actually take some of our 9.5 water here and we just mix a little bit of it right in. Look what we just did to that tap water. We changed that tap water and we took it from an acidic, or actually it was a somewhat neutral state, to a very alkaline state. We're going to do the same thing over here to the Aquafina, and it very quickly turns purple. You can see that. Here we go again. We're going to get it to go purple just by mixing in some of our water. Now these other three over here, I actually want to, I want to go ahead and use our water, our 9.5 water, and I'm going to pour it directly in. Now watch what happens when we do this. Isn't that amazing? We're not getting any color change at all. In fact, if I go over here, we're not going to get any color change in either of these drinks. They are so acidic that it's actually going to take anywhere from 25, 30 cups of our water, of 9.5 pH water, when we mix it into these other waters, or these other drinks, to actually get it to go neutral. In fact, I'm going to show you that because this is so potent. I mean, look at this soda here. This soda is so potent that if we just take a tiny bit and put it right into one of these cups, it immediately takes away the alkalinity of these. I mean, take a look at that. It is just, it's absolutely gone. And so very, very quickly you can take an alkaline substance and turn it into a very acidic substance.
The body has a truly remarkable and complicated water regulating system that rations water when it's in short supply until it receives unmistakable signals that it has access to an adequate supply. The problem is that some organs, like the brain, are higher on the priority list for water than others. Symptoms are the result of stressed organs that are dehydrated. This is much the same type of signal your car would give if the cooling system were overheating while climbing a steep hill. In both cases, if proper measures are not taken, a breakdown can occur. When asked how much water they drink each day, most people answer, not enough. We know that we should drink more water, but most of us don't make it a high enough priority. In fact, many people are confused as to how much water a person is supposed to drink. Most doctors will tell you that we should drink 8 8-ounce glasses of water per day. But is it a one-size-fits-all answer? Common sense would indicate that a 250-pound person would need more water to maintain their 75% hydration level than a 125-pound person. And what about someone who is very physically active or someone who works in a hot climate versus a person that is sedentary and perhaps stays indoors the majority of the time? Researchers have discovered that the most consistent trait of long-lived clusters of healthy people on the planet is the water that they drink. In his book, The Water Puzzle and the Hexagonal Key, Mu Shixan, PhD and one of the foremost water authorities in the world, states, hexagonal water is energetically more powerful. It is the obvious biological choice. Kangen water has some of the same properties as hexagonal water. A regular water cluster does not absorb as quickly or as easily as a smaller Kangen water cluster. Kangen water is more readily absorbed by the body and allows for better hydration. This smaller cluster is also why Kangen water tastes so soft and silky. Let's demonstrate the microclustering property of Kangen water.
Now we're going to make tea, or attempt to make tea, with the water that is not, it's not hot. We're not going to allow this to steep. It's just a room temperature water. And now I want to make some tea with our 9.5 water.
Kangen water 9.5.
So we're going to go ahead and run us here another quart of our 9.5 water. We're going to give that first tea just a little bit of time. We're going to let it attempt to make tea from that reverse osmosis water. Remember what we talked about. Reverse osmosis water is what the Japanese call a dead water. It doesn't have any minerals in it at all. And in fact, when you put that water into your body, it can actually deprive your body of some of the essential minerals and nutrients that it has in it, because water, like anything, will balance itself out when it goes into your body. So now we'll just go ahead and take this cup here, and we're going to pour a cup of tea with our water. And I think you already see what is happening here. We have got tea. What I want to do is I want to give this one a little spin. We'll give this one just a little spin here. We'll just stop. Look at that. You've got two different cups here, same tea bags. One is obviously having a hard time making anything, and you've got this one here which looks like a perfectly good cup of tea. Now what's amazing about the microclustering properties is it actually will multiply the amount of nutrients that you're putting into your body and actually enable your body to use those nutrients. So as I slide this next tea bag over, watch what's going to happen. I can take this tea bag now and I can come over here and I can make another cup of tea. How about that? I mean, this property alone is amazing. For folks out there that like to drink coffee, you can go ahead and make your coffee, and you can use about half the coffee beans that you would normally use and get just as good a cup of coffee. And look at this. There's another cup. I think we could go on here and make anywhere from 15, 20, 25 cups of tea off of one tea bag. And there's actually nothing wrong with this at all. This is a fantastic tea, and it tastes exactly like green tea should taste, and yet it's just regular room temperature water. Let's come back over here to this little guy and let's see what's going on here. He's having a hard time getting started. I don't know too many people that would actually want to drink that cup of tea, but take a little look though. I don't think there was anything wrong with the tea bag. The problem was the water.
Many healthcare experts now recommend that you drink a minimum of 1/2 of your total body weight in ounces of water each day. One reason that people don't drink enough water is that all too often water just doesn't taste very good, so we drink other beverages instead of plain water. Unfortunately, many of these beverages are polluting our internal environment and reducing our body's thirst mechanism in the process. This problem has led to one of the largest new industries in America, the bottled water industry. Let's take a look at just one company to see what's happening in this growing industry. Coca-Cola has 30 plants across America bottling their Dasani water. The source of this water is the local municipality. And for your information, the FDA does not require that purified or bottled water have the source of the water listed on the label. This filtered water is then placed into plastic bottles and shipped all around the world. But even if this were the answer to our drinking water problem, it just created another major problem: plastic bottles overrunning the landfills of our nation. The bottling companies want us to believe bottled water is the answer to our water problem, so that we will continue to buy it. Bottled water has now become the second largest beverage segment behind soft drinks. Bottling companies are even trying to make consumers believe by having the word water on the label somehow makes it good for you. Having an Enagic ionizer in your kitchen when you're preparing food will transform your meals from ordinary to extraordinary. From washing your fruits and vegetables, cooking, baking, preparing soups, and more. When you cook with Kangen water, it will bring out the flavor of all your ingredients. You can also remove chlorine from your water and keep it out of your food as well. Everyday Kangen. Let's prepare some vegetables and take a look at what's being found on our food and in our water.
In this jug, we have an 11.5 pH water that comes out of the machine. When we come over here and we set it at the 2.5 setting, we actually make an 11.5 water. And just to show you what it looks like any other ordinary water. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and fill that first cup up Just pour that right there. And now for the second tomato cup, what we're going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and use just some regular bottled water, because I think a lot of us are starting to learn. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to see what's being talked about in the news, all the different chemicals that we're finding in our tap water. And so now let's remember that this one on the left, we're going to set this right here. In fact, I'm going to put this jug right here so we remember. And this one on the right, we're actually going to test the chlorine, the amount of chlorine that we have in this tap water. So we'll put 4 drops there. We'll go ahead and stir this up. And that yellow color, you can see, is a ton of chlorine. That is a lot of chlorine. And of course that chlorine's put in there, I guess, to protect us, but I certainly don't want to put this chlorine into my body. But here's what happens when we go down to the store and we buy a fruit or a vegetable or whatever it is, and we decide to wash it off. We would normally put that right under the tap. Well, we're going to show you what happens when you do that. Now we're just going to give this a little stir, just like we would. And if you do that, watch what happens here. As we pour this out, take a look. What happened to that yellow chlorinated color? You know what happened. It's gone. The reason it's gone is it absorbed right into the onions, which now, of course, we're going to eat. I just put more chlorine drops in there to see how much chlorine's left in that water, and there's none. So let's go back now to these tomatoes, and let's see what's happened. Get a couple more glasses here, and let's go ahead and take a little look here. This is what the Dasani. Reverse osmosis water is in a lot of homes. People have these filter systems that are built right in, and basically they do it because they think that that water is very, very good for you. Now, what did we wash off of these tomatoes with that water? I think you can tell it doesn't look like much. That looks like regular old clean water. We'll come over here. Now let's see what we washed off of this first set of tomatoes. Look at that water. That yellow color right there represents the pollutants that we actually have that are on those tomatoes. Typically, you would actually eat these, and if you were to taste the difference between the two, you will not want to eat these tomatoes. I think everybody knows that as you mix water and oil, they don't mix. Just like we've been taught in school, everything we've ever been taught, that's exactly what happens is they don't mix. The oil just floats right to the top. Well, what's pretty amazing about our water is that you've got, we'll take some more of this 11.5 water. This water has cleaning powers that are so amazing that you can actually, when it comes to cleaning those tomatoes, as we saw, it took everything off of those tomatoes. Most of the herbicides and pesticides today are oil-based. So anything that they're putting onto our foods, they make it oil-based so it doesn't wash off when it rains. It makes sense. But when we take our 11.5 water now and we actually pour this into olive oil, look what just happened. That is completely emulsified right in the cup. That's amazing. There's chemists out there that say that's impossible. That shouldn't happen. But look at that. We just emulsified this oil. Talk about cleaning properties. Talk about being able to clean your shower, or clean the car, or clean anything greasy. You know, if the kids go out and get something on their clothes that they shouldn't have, you're going to be able to cut it and break it down. But this oil, you know, it represents the gunk and the junk in the body. And look at how, if we put the right water into our body, by putting a high pH water in our body, we can actually take this right out of it.
You just saw the 11.0 pH strong Kangen water that is used for cleaning, not just in the kitchen, but in the rest of the house as well. It can break down grease and oil, and it is a great stain remover. While the machine is producing 11.0 pH water, it simultaneously produces 2.5 pH water. The 2.5 strong acidic water is environmentally green. You can use it for personal hygiene and toxic-free cleaning. Many people are concerned with the many chemicals being used in their homes, and this water can help reduce, if not eliminate, those toxic chemicals completely from your home. There are 3 settings for Kangen water: 9.5 pH, 9.0 pH, and 8.5 pH. Depending on what pH level you want to drink, you simply press the keypad on the front of the SD501 and your desired level of pH water will be produced. There is a clean water setting, 7.0 pH for taking medications. The Beauty Water setting produces a water for skincare, bathing, and numerous other personal hygiene uses. With an SD501 on your counter or hidden under your sink with the under-counter model, you'll be amazed at how many chemicals you can remove from your home. You will be able to consume Kangen water on a daily basis and help the environment by no longer drinking bottled water. Make your home a cleaner and safer place to live. Change your water. Change your life. Start drinking and using Kangen water and experience the difference for yourself.
Okay, I'd like to thank you who are with us today in this presentation. My name is Jason Verdera, your resident 6A distributor hailing out of Staten Island, New York, and I'll be your host for today. Now, I'm very excited to be with you today because we have a lot of incredible information, and I'm going to introduce to you what we'd like to call the opportunity of a lifetime. I can say that with full confidence because we're here not just building a program, but we're helping out our friends and we're having fun doing it. And I'm going to show you how at this very moment. So what are we going to learn today? We're going to learn about a ground level opportunity which endorses teamwork. We're going to learn how helping our friends will actually pay you. We'll learn about a patented business model that pays you residually. And I'm talking about mailbox money. How to leverage other people's efforts to pay yourself. A model that can be duplicated by your friends. The 40-plus year company you've never even heard about. The healthiest substance your body runs on and needs. The industry financial expert Robert Kiyosaki calls the business of the 21st century. Why you definitely want to be your own boss now. And how you can get paid $15,000 a month for life. So sit tight, make sure your speakers are turned up, and let's get going. But before we start, there's one question I bet no one's ever asked you before. Now, think about this seriously. If you had all the money in the world and all the time to spend it, how would your life be different? Now, I want you to think about that for a second. What are your dreams? What have you always wanted for yourself? Would you live in the same house you live in now? Would you drive the same car? Would you take some more vacations, maybe pay off credit card bills, or help out family and friends? Did you think about it? Well, now ask yourself, can you get those things with what you're doing right now? Well, the unfortunate reality is that many of us are deep in credit card debt, with bills piling up. We're stressed out in an unstable and shrinking job market. Now hear an interesting quote by one of my great mentors, Mr. Anthony Robbins. If you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten. I'll repeat that again. If you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten. So what if I want more? Do you think you would need a new vehicle to take you there? Well, guess what? That is exactly what we're going to learn today. You're going to learn about the new vehicle that can potentially take you to those dreams. Now, does that sound like something you might be interested in? Well, that new vehicle, my friends, is called the Kangen Water Program. We have the power of first mover advantage with a ground level opportunity. And your timing here is not coincidence. It's perfect. Their program is backed by one of the most experienced companies in the business. Now, first you should know, Enagic is a qualified member of the Direct Sellers Association, and they don't just accredit anybody. You must have the highest standards in business to be associated with the DSA. They have an A rating by the Better Business Bureau and within the top 100 of Direct Selling News Global, the leading industry publication. They achieved many certificates and awards by numerous reputable organizations. And they've been in business for over 40 years, which means stability and credibility for their members. And that's a very important fact to Enagic because they are in the business of helping people. And how do they do that? They do that by changing the way people live by advocating true health and wellness. But don't take it from me. Let's take a look at what the experts have been saying about Kangen water.
It's been dubbed miracle water by the company that makes it, the ultimate antioxidant that can actually reverse some health ailments. But does water really have the power to heal? Kangen water is being poured to a long line of devotees.
We all know this. We need to drink plenty of water.
But there's a certain kind of water some people swear is better for you. Is it really healing water? 7's Diana Diaz explains.
We're talking about something called healing water. Don't laugh. Ladies, see this? They say if you wash your face in that, you don't need a plastic surgeon.
Of course, we all remember the emotional rescue of those Chilean miners last month. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. But did you know they were given a special kind of water to help keep them healthy when they were down there? Lisa Ortiz is here to explain. Hey,
Yes. Hey, good morning to you. Yeah, did you know that? They were given special water, and that's what they drank while they were trapped down there. And it's been gotten some great reviews, and it's so easy. You can have it in your own home as well. It is called Kangen Purity Kangen Water.
Kangen water.
Kangen water.
Kangen water.
Kangen water. Kangen water has been used in Japanese hospitals for years, and now the water systems are popping up at restaurants and homes all over South Florida.
Kangen water is water that is not only filtered. Filtering just takes out contaminants. It's water that goes through an additional process called ionization.
The water system is simply hooked up to your faucet.
Inside the machine, there are plates made out of medical-grade titanium, and the machine is plugged into the electricity, so there is a mild electrical charge running through those plates.
The machine takes tap water, filters out the harmful contaminants, and then splits it into alkaline and acid waters. The theory is our body's pH needs to be balanced.
Kangen water 8.5.
Little by little, the body's becoming too acidic. So this water helps to offset the acidity, to give your body the right kind of water that it needs, that's alkaline, has minerals in it, and in addition, the water is very antioxidant, which means it fights free radical damage.
Client Charlotte McKenna has been drinking Kangen water for 9 months.
Well, I thought it was weird, at first, and then I saw this demonstration. It was amazing to me. I had a lot of pain in my hands and my fingers. I have arthritis that went away within a week.
McKenna is also a breast cancer survivor.
I will have a much better chance never to get cancer again as long as my body is alkaline.
So is Kangen water perhaps the fountain of youth? Try it for yourself.
So how it all came about that this water was actually taken to the Chilean miners in Chile? Yes, former Miss Chile, when she heard about this, as soon as we found out, or as soon as she found out that the miners were alive, she still had contacts with the Chilean government, contacted them. They put her in, coordinated with the Navy that was facilitating the rescue. She told them about the unique properties to the water, why this would be very important for the miners for hydration. They did their own test on the water. They flew her over there. Within 2 days of us finding out they were alive, they were getting the Kangen water down in the mine. They were highly impressed with the results. They did their own testing on the water, and now even their Navy over there wants the Kangen water for them. Wow. Yeah.
And so there you go. So they had that while they were down there, and you too can have it in your home. It's that easy.
Now, is that an exciting product or what? Enagic's offering of Kangen water has been a breakthrough in the wellness industry, with expansion all around the globe, hundreds of thousands of new distributors, a global infrastructure, new markets opening up around the world, huge awareness in the health and fitness communities, headline news coverage, celebrity endorsements, and so many other great things. Just meet an Enagic distributor on Facebook, and you'll see why they're so crazy over this business. Let me introduce you to one. Meet my father, Romy Verdera. Yes, you heard it right. My partner is also my father. In 2006, Romy was flat broke, about to lose his home, and neck deep in credit card debt. He joined the Kangen Water program in January 2006 and made his first 6 figures in 6 months. He went on to become a multi-million-dollar earner, saving his home and revolutionizing his life. And while his results may not be typical, just imagine the difference that you can make in your own life in the next 5 years. Now, to put that into perspective, I want to ask you another very important question. Which would you prefer? Forced in what the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and if you haven't read that book, pick it up. But what Robert Kiyosaki likes to call it, the rat race. Being underpaid, underappreciated, stressed out, and basically repeating the cycle. Rinse, wash, repeat, right? Or would you like to be the designer of your life, freed up from your time, money to actually enjoy it? And if you had that, wouldn't you be more stress-free? Well, no one may have ever told you this in school, and I know no one ever told me. But the real truth to this is that the choice is actually yours to make, and the business model you're about to see can potentially take you there. What you have here is brand new ground floor opportunity with a truly experienced 35-plus-year-old company, global infrastructure, and the leadership of some of the highest earning networkers in the network marketing direct selling industry. And if that wasn't enough, check out what the Wall Street Journal had to say about network marketing and direct selling. It's acknowledged as a leading business model and endorsed by financial experts with the likes of Warren Buffett, Donald Trump, and Robert Kiyosaki, just to name a few. And check out this powerful quote by Darren Hardy, publisher of Success Magazine. Direct selling is one of the few business opportunities that offers average people with above average ambition to achieve an above average lifestyle, peace of mind, and financial security. Wow, powerful words by Mr. Darren Hardy. Our industry is backed by leading financial publications, and our product has been featured by the top publications in health and lifestyle. Want even more social proof? Just take a look at who's using Enagic products, and I can tell you that there's plenty more whose picture didn't make this page. Just take a look at the two most world-renowned fitness trainers, Jillian Michaels and Dulvit Quince, of the hit television show The Biggest Loser. That's what I call social proof. Now let's get into the business part of this presentation, the innovative business model. How would you like to turn Kangen water into a full-time residual income? Of course you would. We all would. But if you're like most people, then you're probably a part of the 40-40-40 club, working 40 hours per week, working for 40 long years, and retiring on 40% of what you couldn't live on in the first place. That doesn't sound very much like a promising future, and unfortunately, many baby boomers are experiencing the last portion of that 40-40-40 club right now. But guess what? There is a solution, and it's what I like to call the 2 to 5 year plan. And to make this plan work, all you have to do is ask yourself, do you know 3 people who could use an additional income? Do you know 3 people who want to stay healthy? Of course you do. Who doesn't? And guess what? That's all you need to maximize the potential of their patented 8-point compensation business model. So let's get into it. The 8-point compensation system was developed by Enagic and was so successful they received a patent for it just so that it could not be duplicated. Now the 8-point system is not just lucrative, but it also promotes synergy and teamwork from all of your partners. And it's the reason why Enagic has been able to expand globally in the last 10 years. So how does the 8-point system work? Let's use our flagship SD501 machine for our example. Your first 2 sales open up a 1-point lane. So if you were to sell a machine, you would earn $285 for that sale, and for any sale made in that lane. So let's say Mary to your left and John to her right makes your first 2 sales. Then on your third sale, you receive 2 points or $570 on your third lane, which is Steve on your right. And you also get paid on their customers and their customers. Customers down 8 points. Which means when you make a sale to Mary, you receive a commission for that sale. Now when Mary makes a sale to Susie, the lady with the big hat in the corner of your screen, you still receive a commission. And when Susie makes a sale, you still receive a commission for that sale, and it continues 8 levels down the lane. This is what you call leveraged sales through a referral or social business model. And guess what? You've already done this before. Have you ever recommended a restaurant, a movie, a car to a family member or friend? Well, voila, you've participated in referral marketing. Now let's see how we can help our friends, or maybe even have our friends help us with this program. Now to move up in rank and get paid more points per sale, you need to qualify a certain amount of team sales. It takes only a few sales to move up in rank and to be making good money. Let's say 2 of your friends each sold 4 machines. Well, that totals to 10 team sales, which promotes you to the rank of 3A, earning 3 points at $855 per sale. Now, for all your future sales, you are now earning $855 down the lane. Now, with a total of 20 team sales, you get promoted to the rank of 4A, which means you get 4 points, totaling $1,140 for every sale going down the lane. 50 team sales, and you get promoted to the rank of 5A, earning 5 points, totaling $1,425 for your sales and your customer sales down the lane. And with 100 team sales, you reach the much coveted rank of 6A, earning 6 points, totaling $1,710 down the lane. Now, what that does is create a teamwork environment where you are helping out your friends who are in your business below you, while also receiving help from your partners above you. This creates synergy and reciprocation throughout your entire team. Can you see how powerful this is? Now follow this program of leverage sales, and you can just imagine the possibilities that this can create with your life. Now, of course, we don't guarantee how much money you will earn. That's all up to you. True wealth is earned by those that work and persevere, and that is what this program is all about. Now, with this program, there are also multiple ways to earn. You have the passive income of the 8-point compensation plan, and you have access to Enagic's many bonus programs. Today, we'll just talk about 3. You have the title incentive bonuses, where you can earn additional cash bonuses as you are promoted up the ranks. These bonuses range from $3,000 to $250,000. Now you have the educational allowance, which pays you a commission for every sale made past your 8 points. Then you have the loyalty bonus, which pays you a minimum of $5,000 or more per month for life once you qualify. Let's now take a look at them. First, we have the title incentive bonus. Reach the rank of 6A22, and you receive your first 5-figure bonus. Now, reach the rank of 6A25, and you can expect a 6-figure bonus check on top of your compensation. Is that incentive or what? Next, we have the 6A education allowance. Reach the rank of 6A, and you now get paid $200 for every sale made past your 8 points. Wow! Then there's the Enagic loyalty bonus. Enagic exclusive members who qualify for this bonus get a loyalty check starting at $5,000 per month for life, all the way up to $25,000 per month for life. Just think about how many friends you have on Facebook. Do you have more than a 6A2 rank? Do you have more than 6A2 rank? Most of you probably do. Could a business model like this get you to where you want to be? Are you tired of slaving yourself each day just to be unappreciated and underpaid? Well, no wonder financial experts like Susie Orman, Donald Trump, and Warren Buffett endorse this type of business model. Just look at what the power of duplication and exponential business growth can earn. But remember, it's up to you to decide how much you want it. Now, if you thought that was all, guess what? There's still more. With your enrollment into the Kangen Water program, you also get enrollment to the Kangen Ukon program, which means you get 2 businesses for the price of just 1. The Kangen Ukon program is something we like to call the new gold rush. We have a proven life-changing product, a recurring residual income, which also pays 8 points down the line, even more ways to earn income, international sponsoring, and Ukon sales even count towards your Kangen Water rank promotions. Successfully complete just 20 sales. And let me remind you, that's 20 sales from your entire team within your 8 points. And you can earn an average of $800 per month. Complete those sales to your 6A rank, and we're talking financial freedom, my friend. But remember, I can't guarantee these amounts for you. It's up to you to decide how much you want it. But I can guarantee you this, and I will say it in a quote by legendary sports figure Wayne Gretzky. You will miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Let me say that again. You will miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So guess what time it is? Time to take massive action for your life. And the time to act is right now. We have growing awareness, an experienced company, and a ground level opportunity. Secure your future and get out of the 40-40-40 plan. all your dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. That is a quote by Walt Disney, and I'm sure he needs no introduction. Here's how you can get started. Contact the associate who invited you to this presentation about getting your very own Kangen water machine. Your distributorship is absolutely free, but you do have to own a machine. We even have zero down financing for those who qualify. And I'm going to leave you with the quote by Darren Hardy, publisher of Success Magazine again. Direct selling is one of the few business opportunities that offers average people with above average ambition to achieve an above average lifestyle, peace of mind, and financial security. And remember, timing is everything, people. You can get started today before the bandwagon hits and get situated at the top. Or you can decide to wait and get seated at the bottom of the totem pole. Success comes to those who take action. Please get back to the associate who invited you to this presentation so they can show you how to take the next step. Thank you for watching the presentation. I wish you the best in all your endeavors, and I'll see you at the top.